After Andy Murray, the Scottish tennis player, started pointing and gazing up at the sky after winning matches during Wimbledon 2012, reporters got curious as to whether the tennis player had found religion. While Andy Murray is reluctant to speak about his faith, he reportedly once encouraged people to abide in Jesus, the sinless one, which means give up all of self and its life and dwell in God's will and rest in his strength. This is what brings the power that does not commit sin. It's a fascinating quote that captures all the major headlines central to today's proclamation of the gospel. John the Baptist's invitation to us to look at Jesus. Jesus approaching the complexity of the world's sin. The descent of the Spirit that abides in the chosen one. Pope Benedict, rooted in how the prophet Isaiah describes our formation in the womb, often expressed his conviction that we were conceived in the heart of God. And for this reason, each of us is the result of a thought of God. Each of us is willed. Each of us is loved. Each of us is necessary. Spiritual writer Richard Rohr builds on this theme and assures us that there is nothing we can do or say to decrease God's excessive love for us. Furthermore, he argues, baptized or not, sinners or not, we are all, always and equally, but specially embraced by divine love. Richard Rohr does not take sin lightly, but for him, God's love is always at the heart of our weakness, our powerlessness, our constant vulnerability. Developing Rohr's argument, we can understand the sacrament of reconciliation as enabling us to forever remember that the irresistible divine love that transforms our hearts must always lead to our generous forgiveness of everyone in our lives. Pope Francis argues persuasively that those who are committed to defending human dignity can find in the Christian faith the deepest reasons for this commitment. When we know the astonishing love story of our creation and evolution, we develop a fierce determination to protect and defend each other, especially those who are suffering poverty in any way, and then to do everything possible for the well-being of this beautiful earth. In recent times, I came across an astonishing story of love and creation. A mom called Chrissy, speaking about her 4-year-old son, starts by asserting, you know, Einstein didn't talk until he was 5. Then Chrissy begins to speak about her son Finn, who has been diagnosed with a development impairment and who is non-verbal. She describes Finn as adoring water, swinging in hammocks, music, puzzles. He gives good hugs, and he shares his food, even crisps, if you're lucky. In ordinary parlance, Chrissy describes Finn simply as having additional needs. He's happy, he's not distressed by life, he's not ill. Chrissy then poignantly notes that just because things could be so much harder does not mean that they are not sometimes hard. Finn's older brother Tom, when asked how he felt about Finn, not being like other children, replied, "Well, sometimes I feel sad and wish he could say things and do other things and not break my Lego. But most of the time, I feel we're special to have him." His mum beautifully says, "I can't say in all honesty I don't wish he was different. I love him just as he is, but for his sake and for ours, I wish he was different." His mom worries about the future, and these fearful thoughts are always stealing joy from moments in the present. Yet Finn, in his mom's words, is full of joy, and his love for life is contagious. And whether he is mischievously sneaking ice lollies out of the freezer or building cushion forts with his brother, he makes his family smile every day. Our scriptures paint a picture of divine love that will never end. Its infinite depth is non-negotiable. We are affirmed that we are conceived in the heart of God. Our task is to abide in Jesus and understand the task of building human community as a spiritual task, leading human hearts to the heart of God. Amen.